All right, welcome back. We are here for part 2 of this week's episode. Vince Dunlap, got Jamal with me.
What up?
Rodney with me.
Hey.
And we got our special guest today, Kevin from the 4-Man Rush.
Woo!
Kevin, once again, man, thanks for coming on the show.
Appreciate you having me.
All right, now, we didn't ask you this during the first segment, so I got to ask you this now. Okay, college and pro. Give me your football teams and give me your basketball teams.
Even though we kind of know this. But,
Yeah, we kind of know the pro team.
For the audience.
Yeah, for the audience. Give us
For
your
the
teams.
audience, for the following, college, University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, all day, every day, 24/7, 365, and the leap year.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Rodney?
That's just funny.
What's even funny though, I'm a USC Gamecock alumni, because that's where I got my degree from, but I've always been a Tar Heel fan growing up. You know.
How that works.
That's weird.
So it was a weird mix
How that
You
yesterday.
were very conflicted on something.
I'm
Yeah,
happy,
sound like
but
he
I'm
was
sad.
I wasn't conflicted, nah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like
I'm
he
gonna
was
go with my
conflicted.
first love. I got my degree, thank you. You know, appreciate it. Yeah, back to this blue.
All right,
You
all right.
know,
Oh,
Who
man.
else?
you know. So yeah, that covers all my college teams and pro team for NFL, Carolina Panthers.
So you were a Redskins fan first?
Honestly, before the Panthers came here, I was a 49er fan.
Me
first.
too.
Okay,
I actually
gotcha.
was too.
You know, my very first football game I ever watched, my dad showed me, it was the 88 Super Bowl between the 49ers and the Bengals. And reason why, the little dance was probably the icky shuffle was going on back then. And my dad was like, so son, who you going to like this game? I like the team in the red. That was the 49ers. I said, well, that's the 49ers. Because I was like about 8 years old at the time. So that's who I rock with.
Why is your story identical to mine? I swear to God, that's the same thing that got me watching the 49ers when I was a kid. Man. That's crazy. Man. I'm
Hey,
sorry, I didn't
man.
mean to cut you off, bro.
No, you good. So, yeah, so that's them. NBA, Charlotte Hornets.
Okay.
Welcome to misery with
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
We are brothers in this Hornets journey. In this,
myself for mediocrity.
we.
Mediocrity.
It's a-
Baseball, Atlanta Braves,
Okay,
chop on.
Okay. All right.
Know what I'm saying? Let's see who else.
You follow
Believe it or
hockey
not-
at all?
Follow with that?
Hockey.
Hockey. I rock with the Hurricanes.
Okay.
I'm learning the game.
Okay.
Over the last fight, I've gotten more into it.
Our producer can teach you anything you need to know.
Yeah.
He's like the for real hockey guy.
I would definitely use that as a
The
reference.
black hockey savant.
Now, this might be curve I throw at y'all because it always throw people off. I like NASCAR.
Okay.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
I'm a NASCAR. You know,
So you like watch people go around the track wasting the gas?
Taking
You
left
can say that
turns for
about
4 hours.
77 to 85. At least they moving. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes,
Good point.
sometimes, depending on when you're out there.
Yeah, I like NASCAR. You know,
That's cool.
You know, that's
I
yeah,
love
so I'm
NASCAR.
well versed.
Now, before we get into your movement with the 4-Man Rush, give us a little bit more background information. You know, where you from? What have you done in life? How'd you end up in Charlotte? All that good stuff.
Okay, quick little background. I'm 40 years old. I was born July 20th, 1979. Shout out to Cancel Nation.
All right.
70s, baby.
yeah, right?
Yeah. Graduated from Lancaster High School in Lancaster, South Carolina in 1997. I went to USC and got my degree. Got my degree in history. I joined the United States Army June of 1999.
Okay.
I'm a disabled Army veteran. I got injured over in Iraq back in July 28, 2004. Believe it or not, fellas, I used to be paralyzed from the neck down.
Wow.
Oh, no.
But God.
I know
Yeah,
that.
man. All right
Blessings,
now.
man. Blessings.
Hey, that's my
All right,
testimony.
man.
I tell anybody.
That's
You
what's
know,
up, man.
got my full medical discharge July 2005. Had to do some more therapy. Moved to Charlotte February 2006. Claimed Charlotte as my home ever since, pretty much.
Okay, I got two things. One, we were in Iraq at the same time. We were in Iraq at the same time.
What years y'all in Iraq?
I was over there from 03 to 04.
Same.
My uncle was there when y'all were there too.
Yeah, so that's crazy. Small world.
Small world.
Now, you mentioned you're from Lancaster, South Carolina. I've been there before. For everybody that's listening, there's a family restaurant in Lancaster, South Carolina, and it is called Joe Mars.
Joe Mars.
Whoa.
Joe Mars.
That sound country as a mug.
Everybody listening, everybody watching, do yourself a favor and go to Joe Mars.
Yes.
It's
Joe Mars.
Not Joe Mars.
Joe Mars.
Joe Mars.
It's like,
JOMARS.
it's
right
like
now.
an
What they
hour
got? What they
drive.
got? What they
It's
got?
buffet.
Buffet?
It will
Count me
change
in.
your life.
Best fatback you will ever put your mouth.
Hey, we might go down there today.
Trying to
It will
Trying to tell you.
change your life. All right, I will drive an hour on it just because it'll change your life, bro. That
Wow.
restaurant will
Yes,
change
sir.
your life. So for all you that's listening, all you that's watching, Joe Mars in Lancaster, South Carolina, go check it out.
As much as you mentioned it, we need sponsorship. So Joe Mars,
Joe Mars.
if y'all want to holler at us about sponsoring shows, you're more than welcome to.
Hey man, y'all can cater some food over here too.
Yeah,
That'd be
man. Hey,
good.
man, y'all
We'll
got
meet
free-
you halfway. We'll meet you at Fort Mill.
We'll come get it. Yeah, free pub. So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
All right, so let's get into this 4-man rush real quick. Okay. So you started 4-man rush about 8 months ago. It's more of a Panthers centric podcast, fan page, and all that good stuff. You got about 3,400 followers and all that good, which is awesome, which is great. So congratulations, by the way. on the
Congrats.
growth.
Thank you.
So tell us, what was your path to go from wherever you were to say, you know what, I think I'm gonna start something, and how did you get to where you are now?
Okay. Well, for me, the concept of what became 4-man rush started back in 2014 season. I just felt like that the national media narrative was always negative towards the Carolina Panthers. It was either talking about Cam with a towel on his head. You notice that when they showed highlights of everybody else, they always showed other teams dragging us.
Yeah.
It just seems like there was just a negative viewpoint about the Carolina Panthers. Heck, one time we was during the 2015 season, one of the worst 11-0 teams ever. You know what I'm saying?
I remember seeing that.
I was like,
Right.
Yeah.
And let me interject and ask you this, because it's the irony of you saying that is pretty strong, because we kind of started this for the same reasons. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And sometimes I think about the fact that with national media, Charlotte is not a sexy market, so a lot of that comes out of sheer ignorance. Mm-hmm. Would you agree with that?
I would agree, but based on numbers, which some do, the Carolina area is actually the 6th largest market in the industry.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Charlotte
It's the
itself
South.
is
It's the
considered.
South.
It's the South.
Again,
It's the Bible
It's
Belt.
not the sexy market though.
Right.
It's not
Right.
New York. It's not glamorous like New York and LA. You know what I mean? So, but
It's not trendy like Atlanta.
right. So a lot of national guys ain't really paying too much detailed attention to Panthers or the Hornets for that matter. So,
Right.
You agree with that?
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. So so what it took was about March of 2018. Me and 3 other guys just kind of got together in a little Facebook chat and was just talking. It was just like, man, I'm tired of this. Like, let's see if we can start putting some ideas together. So you said 8
that
months
sound
ago.
familiar, fellas?
You said 8 months ago. That started around March, right around free agency, leading into the draft is when we started just being in a chat, and then finally about July I was like, let's put something out there. Let's see where it go. Let's see how it stick. And so August 30th is officially 1-year anniversary of 4-man rush. So
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Congrats.
And we just had to just tell the story the way it needs to be told, without bias, with facts, logic, and credibility. We just got tired of it just being skimmed over. You know,
do you guys ever get criticized for being homers?
If we have, I haven't noticed it.
I got you. Yeah.
We respond to anyone. We try to, keep it, interactive. Like a lot of people tell us they like the fact that we're interactive. We just don't put stuff out there, and if they have questions or comments, we try to make sure we respond in a quick time. I mean, we want fans to feel like their voice is being heard.
Gotcha.
Our voices are being heard. So that's something that we focus on, is to maintain we got good fan interaction.
So what makes the 4-man rush unique opposed to other outlets?
Well, one of the things is that we pride ourselves on is like all of us have various football backgrounds.
Yeah.
For not only just playing, but also different aspects, coaching, you know, a little bit of business side
Okay.
of the matter. So it's just the fact that, you know, people are like, oh, that was just high school or some small college or whatever. It don't matter. Football is still football. It's still football.
Right.
Still the same 11 players, still X's and O's.
Right.
And what makes us unique is that we take in the detailed content of a game. We're breaking it down in a way that everybody can grasp and understand. And particularly because we've seen the comments in the Panthers groups.
Yeah.
Not everybody is factually inclined. It's more so
Actually inclined to like that
the
one.
eye test.
Man.
I know what I see. This is what and it's like,
Man, and speaking of that, because on our last segment, you say that you break down film, and what people don't understand, especially with football, you can see something on your TV on your couch. But when you break down film, it's an entirely different ball game, man. So I'm sure your listeners definitely appreciate that perspective. Would you agree?
oh, definitely they do, because I've had people who used to argue with me opposite right and wrong, be like, man, now that you really showing it,
Right.
like you were saying it, but I couldn't see it. But now with our platform, we're actually able to go to the all 22 coaches film, freeze frame it, circle, diagram. Okay, on this play, this is why this happened, good or bad, and identify the problem. And people like the fact that, well, I play it for those that care to understand beyond their personal feelings. You got some people, they want to believe what they want to believe.
Yeah.
You can't tell me, you know, you can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
You know, it's
how
funny
we
that
do.
you say that, because I've actually had that same moment since we've started Under Construction. Because as you know, we're all in the Hornets group,
Right.
and for the last 4 or 5 years, we have our own parts that we've been arguing and trying to defend, and we have people who, you know, are not factually inclined, and they say what they say. But when we started Under Construction, a lot of the content that we have put in text in the group, we have verbalized on Under Construction. But there's something about verbalizing that now we're putting it on camera.
Right.
The response is like,
Different.
it makes so much, and like people are agreeing with it, and I'm like,
But we just said the same thing 3 months ago.
Like, yeah,
Right,
so
right,
it's
right.
funny that now when we're putting stuff on film, the response and the reception is different now.
Yeah.
yeah, because you got to realize, a bunch of people don't want to be wrong online.
Yeah.
Everybody want to feel like what I say, it is.
Man, if that ain't the
I've
truth,
seen some
man.
very passionate, strong, wrong as cannot be statements made, and then if you come back with some facts, damn, like you talk about their mama.
Yeah.
Stats don't matter.
My eyes tell me this. I feel like he's this. I've been there, bro. I've been
Yeah,
there.
so you know, now we had the ability to, you know, we understand people gonna believe what they want to believe, but for those that's keeping an open mind and willing to want to learn and educate themselves,
Right.
that's where we come in. We take the time to explain. I don't care if you're a 10-year-old kid or 78-year-old grandma. Foreman Rush has the ability to take this game, explain, and break it down. And we've gotten comments in our inbox from wide ranges of people.
Right.
Dominic, different. Had a guy from Australia hit me up. Man, we love the Foreman Rush now. We can't wait. You know, and I'm like, wow, Australia?
Yeah.
Other side, other
world,
hemisphere.
Yeah.
You know,
That's dope,
You
man.
know, military people in Tokyo. Shout out to the U.S. Navy. You know what I'm saying? I've had guys on aircraft carriers hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, like,
Yeah.
So to
It's-
kind of expand on that, what has the overall response been since you guys have started the 4-man rush?
I would say 95% positive, refreshing, mostly because, you know, it's no trolling.
Yeah.
You know, this is pure content for those that get overwhelmed or not mentally strong to have fun with the trolls like I do, because I can be petty. You know, I have fun. You know, I can cuss you out without using cuss word intellectually. My wordplay is like that. But if you want to come to a place where you can, like,
Can identify.
where you can kind of like just take it in and like learn and get it explained to you, it makes so much better sense. Particularly women. We have a lot of women be like, you know, my husband or my boyfriend, he don't explain. You know, now we know women who know what a green dog blitz is. You know, what's, you know, zone blocking.
Right.
You know, like if y'all checked out the last video that we did about Christian McCaffrey, Will Harris broke down the different type of run schemes that we use and who's pulling and who's going. I mean, it was like 8 or 9 different concepts.
Right.
You don't get that anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know.
So what hurdles have y'all faced since coming together last year?
Far as hurdles we faced, I would say it would be one of the biggest things. All of us got full-time jobs.
Gotcha.
So it was a struggle to find a time where we can all get together to do our podcast. So for us, every Tuesday night at 9:00 is the time we've locked in where we record our podcast.
Man,
and
that's rough.
We got and we got someone that does our editing, and it's always put out by Thursday.
Okay.
You know, so that was one of the biggest hurdles, was just finding time because, you know, hey, I got a job where I'm working from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. You know, another guy, he got a job and he's doing Uber. You know, we got, people we got different schedules. So, you know, that was one of the biggest hurdles, is just finding time to put all this information together, because when we do, it's on point. But, you know, it was just making everybody make the sacrifices, because I had a part-time job driving for Domino's. I let that go, zoned in on this. And once I did that, things went up.
Take off.
You know, so everybody's made their own sacrifices.
Now, I got kind of like a 2-part question.
Sure.
First off, I want you to go into your team, kind of like give us some insight as far as who's all behind the 4-man rush, what did they do, and whenever you put out some content, is there any sort of collective approval process, or is it that like, this is what I want to put out, I'm going to put out irregardless of how your team may or may not feel?
Okay. Well, as far the first part again was
your team.
My team. Okay, our team. Okay, sure.
Who's on your team? Who's behind the 4-man rush? Like, what's your setup like?
Sure. With the 4-man rush, it's 4 of us co-founders. It's myself, Kevin Avery, Will Harris, Larry Reynolds Jr., and Monty Fetty Jr.
Okay.
Now, what's unique about all of us, we're all in 4 different states.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Okay.
I'm in Lancaster, South Carolina. Monty's in Charlotte. Larry is in Atlanta, and Will is in Miami.
Wow.
So when y'all hearing us podcasting, we're all doing it from different locations. You know, so we had to find the type of technology and the ability to have us when we all together, because when you hear us, it sounds like we're all together. Right. You know, like how y'all are right here. Yeah. So, you know, that was another hurdle, but we was able to get that done. I got a great staff behind the scene. Tim Johnson. He's the guy responsible for a lot of our, he's our moderator when y'all listen to our podcast. Okay. Timmy V.O. I got my blog writer, Noah Stormberg, does a great job with all of our blogs. I got Greg James. Okay. He's our social media and marketing guy. He's the one that's responsible for
y'all got y'all got a staff.
Yeah. And got a couple other guys new behind the scenes that's working on like college aspect of it, you know, keeping updates. So when it's time once the regular season over with, they're gonna bring all the information together so we can start talking about who can potentially help the team moving forward. So we try to just do it on all levels that can potentially relate to the team.
I got some breaking news from Under Construction. What's up? We're officially looking for interns here at Under Construction. We can't
free interns.
We can pay you in Krispy Kreme and whatever else, man.
And we give you life advice.
For free.
Man, that's funny. That's funny.
And that's nothing. We all nobody's getting paid, but we just got this love and this passion.
Yeah, no doubt.
And we just feel like, you know, what's meant for us will be for us.
Yep, no doubt.
We understand that in this there is money down the road, but it'll happen when it'll happen. Yeah. Nobody's dependent on it. Nobody's basing anything off of it. So what you get from us is because how much we love the game.
Right.
Now, have you guys gotten any plugs as far as like, because I've seen you during training camp on the field. So are you guys looking to be on the field during the games in the regular season? Have you guys got any press passes? If not, is that in the future for you guys? Like, where you guys want to take this?
We've already, matter of fact, the last week of July is when we applied. It was due by July 19th. I was notified by someone who works with the Charlotte media market. Are you familiar with Nick Bolett?
No, I haven't heard that name.
Okay, but he works with the Charlotte Hornets media team. And
Whoa, you got somebody to work with you from the Charlotte Hornets media team?
We might need to talk off camera.
okay,
Because I got something.
Continue.
I'm sorry.
We take some notes right
Yeah. Please tell us about this one.
yeah, but
I didn't know such thing could happen.
He's also a huge Panther fan as well, and he's like, Kev, with your numbers, have you thought about applying for media press credentials? I was like, I didn't know how that worked, because all this is on the job training for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, how does it work? He's like, all you need is X, Y, and Z. Get it sent on a form. They're gonna review it, overlook it. He's like, there's people with not even half the numbers that you got that's got media press credentials.
We've heard that.
And and I look at that as an opportunity because there's a couple people in the Charlotte media. I kind of when they do their reporting on the Panthers, I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
Hornets and Panthers.
Particularly David Newton, but I'm
name drop.
I'm just saying. Anytime you name Luke Kuechly as a tight end, you deserve to be called out.
Oh, wow.
This was back in 2012.
Wow.
He said tight end Luke Kuechly for the Carolina Panthers. Bro.
He also had an article saying that Eric Reid's activism was going to get in the way.
Right.
Yeah.
So that is in the work. We're supposed to hear something back probably this week because we was told if you're not those that they don't consider, they automatically send you a letter saying, hey, they say they're gonna let you know one way or the other. So we're hoping to hear something within the next few days, knowing that week 1 is coming up.
Gotcha.
So when your guy told you that you need XYZ to apply, what were some of those things? And the reason why I asked because I think under construction may kind of be moving in that direction, and we were told that you kind of need to have some text out there in the public. Was that one of the things that your guy from Charlotte told you?
What he told me was, number one, you need a website because on the application that I received, that's something that they look at. I guess they want to see, what kind of following you got and things like that. Your social media numbers. So with our following on, Facebook, like you mentioned, 3,400. YouTube, we're close to 2,000. As you know, when you hit 1,000, you get monetized.
Yeah.
So that helped us being over that threshold, and then Twitter, Instagram, things like that. So website and social media numbers are primarily what they look for to grant you access because they want to because for them that leads to opportunities for them to provide you the media pass press credential.
Okay, so we're talking future stuff. So where do you see the 4-man rush in the next couple of years? What is your vision for your group?
The vision for the group is to keep being the forefront leader of detailed content about the team. That's something that is at the core of what we do. Because if you look at any of the other Panther groups is out there, it's a lot of fluff.
Yeah.
You'll see guys that'll say words that don't even make sense, but because they are known, people take it as gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you see what Cam Newton wore today?
Yeah, stuff like that, or using football jargon not in the right term to describe things. Like, for example, and I'm not gonna call them out, but
today
a very popular football made a comment that the reason why the sack was given up because he didn't bend at the waist.
What?
You're joking.
Where else are you going to bend your body at?
What?
It was just like, because he was saying it with a lot of passion and vocabulary, it made it seem like, that's common sense. How else is a lineman going to bend? So it's little stuff like that we catch, like
They been with their ankles, man.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's all about it's all about leverage, hips, hand plates, it's stuff like that we catch that we know that's second nature to us because we all played and dealt with that we just want to bring people to the light, and understand.
Yeah.
So
okay, you guys live in 4 different states.
Mm-hmm.
You meet you do your podcast Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. You being primarily a Panthers podcast, you obviously have to keep up with all things Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your happy place? What do you do outside of the 4-man rush to keep everything even and neutral?
Okay, before I get that answer the second part of your question, as far as the vision, what we like to see is to eventually have the 4-man rush evolve to where each NFL team have their own 4-man rush. 4-man rush Falcons, 4-man, and what they do is find the same people that are like us, knowledgeable, tell it like it is, and then do it in the similar style that we do it, but do it for all your teams.
Gotcha.
So hopefully, I like to have an office on South Tryon called the 4-man rush, sitting up, with everybody, with all the other 31 teams doing their thing. That's the big goal that we would like to see in maybe 5 years, kinda something like that.
Kind of like your own sports nation, like your own conglomerate.
Right. Because we identify some areas where we can attack that others are not hitting.
Gotcha.
That is a crying need if you're listening.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
But as far as to the other question you said, as far as unwinding, man. Here's the thing.
Look, man, I see you. You're at practice. You're at training camp. You're at the games. You guys are recording at 9:00 on a Tuesday night with a full-time job. How do you keep it all together?
For me, this is relaxing for me, to believe not the 4-man rush.
Okay.
Like, I like watching film. Now, I mean, I keep it real. When everybody need a little break, need a little recharge. I'll treat myself to a trip. I'll get missing. I went to Miami for 4 days for my birthday back in July. I didn't do nothing, 4-man rush related. So I'll treat myself, but.
You strike me as a ladies' man. I know you got to call him, man.
Hey, man, I'm single as a dollar bill. But I got somebody, man. I want to see be the reason I hang up this jersey.
Okay.
All right now.
I'm 40. I done had my fun. I got my stories, but I'm,
off camera.
Yeah.
Ladies, it is Take a Man on a Date month.
Yeah.
Okay?
We got 3 single gentlemen right here. All 3 got beards. Black beards matter.
Oh man. Hey, Jamal, Rodney, what else you guys got?
So family wise, you have a daughter.
Yes.
So I seen your daughter at the Panthers practice. Did she thoroughly enjoy that as well?
Yes, she do. My daughter, Jelani, let me give her a shout out. That's my baby. For those y'all don't know, she lives in California. So she's not with me, but she sees my face every day because we video. I talked to her before. Sometimes she texts me, so I don't let distance be a reason why I'm not there for my daughter. She knows, and the push comes to shove, Daddy got enough money to do a next day flight if I need to be there.
Tell him.
So, but yeah, she thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, I keep it real. She's a Packers fan.
Oh, how did that happen, man?
How'd that happen, man?
Look, she lives in the Bay. Her mom is a Raiders fan. Her rest of her family is 49er fans. She didn't care for either one. She by living close to University of California, Berkeley, she's a big Aaron Rodgers fan.
Okay.
And so when he went to Green Bay, that just kind of became her team, But she did say, but Daddy, y'all my second team as long as y'all don't play Green Bay.
Nah.
I'm cool with that.
Man.
Do that. I want her to have her own.
So
thing.
you seem very biblically inclined.
Yes, sir.
So what does this mean? Train up a child in the way they should go. What are they old? They will not depart from it. What happened?
Long as she keep making A's and B's. Long as she talking about Daddy, I got a baby. And long as she
No hot girl summer either, right?
Huh?
No hot girl summer,
So
right?
y'all do hot girl summer in y'all house.
No.
I put like this. As hard as her mama is twice, so I don't have to worry about nothing. Me and her mom co-parent great. She is on it. She got access to the phone, her media accounts. Mama is on it. I love that.
And I got one final question for you.
Yes, sir.
So what made you choose that second-rate school in South Carolina?
No.
Ooh. That.
I mean, because I went to Clemson. I'm the cream of the crop, man. Why, you got potential. Why did you go to Clemson, man?
Why?
Yeah,
I throw that out there, man.
Well,
Look, we got to take
If
chances
we
on each
gonna be
other.
honest, when I was choosing, I wasn't exactly the cream of the crop.
Oh.
They say cream rises to the top, but so does something else.
Hey, man. Look. I mean,
y'all was letting Furman drag y'all once upon a time when I was growing up.
But be honest, we had the national championship still too, man. We got 3 of them now. What about y'all? I mean, but baseball count.
I mean, I mean, the Jets got
It's
a
all
champion.
love,
The
man.
Jets
It's
got a
all
championship.
love.
So what does that mean?
Don't leave
It's
it
all
out.
love.
Don't leave
It's
it out.
all
Don't
love,
leave
man.
it out. Hey, Kevin, before we wrap this up, man, plug your social media out there. Let the people know how they can get in contact with the Four-Man Rush.
Definitely. So listen, if you love detailed content, if you love it in a fun but easy way to understand, check us out on the Four-Man Rush. We have our own website, the 4 man MAN Rush RUSH.com. That website will take you to all of our social media sites on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, you can check us out on Podbean, and we're getting ready to add Spotify and iTunes, which we just found out a few days ago. Now has us on there, so you can check us out. All those medias, like and subscribe. We comment, recommendations, criticism. We reply to all of that. We just want our fans to know that you have an avenue for your voice to be heard and for the truth to be told about our team. So that's what we provide.
Man, we definitely appreciate you coming on our little show.
Righteous,
Let's clap it up for him, man. One more time.
Yeah,
One more
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Hey, we really do appreciate this, man.
Hope y'all bring me back.
You know,
we
hey
will.
man, today I said it. You are officially extended under construction family, man.
Good
So,
luck.
You're the cousin. Y'all cousin, man.
You cousin.
First Pete.
First cousin. First cousin.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck with everything going forward. We'll
Appreciate it.
definitely be working again in the future. For everybody listening, everybody watching, thank you guys again for tuning in to Under Construction, and we'll see you guys next week. All right.
Peace out.
All right. That's it.
6-4 books.